What is up, people? We're gonna talk about a little bit of modern warfare. So let's talk about it. So, what we see here is is a lot of stuff going on, and you know, a lot of people don't realize that you know Warzone is going to be a lot more than just you know um, what do you call it? Warzone will be a lot more than just something you do for fun. I mean, there's going to be so much to do with the daily challenges. There's a lot of stuff that you're going to be able to do that you can't do in other places. Um, there's going to be a lot that um, people don't like. We're going to have a lot of stuff that people want to do that they're not going to be able to do. Like, what I'm hearing is that the people who are free to play, the people who actually do not own the main title game, they're not going to be able to. Um, they're not going to be able to do anything. Like, they're not going to be able to level up past a certain. There's going to be a cap. They're not going to be able to unlock certain things, I'm supposing. So, when it comes to that, you've got a lot of things that you'll be able to do, and then you'll have a lot of things you won't be able to do. There's a lot of stuff that you'll be able to see and be a part of. I mean, of course, you got a regiment, you'll be able to. Hang on one second. Somebody's texting me. Oh yeah, okay. There's going to be a lot of things in Warzone that you will be able to do. You'll be able to join regiments. You'll be able to get happy hour when you're playing at a certain time. But the thing with Warzone, I believe, is where they messed up with the free to play. The free to play players, from what I've been told, they're not going to be able to do a lot of things. Like, they're not going to be able to do. They're not going to be able to level up past a certain. They're not going to be able to rank up past a certain tier. They're not going to be able to use the battle pass because you have to have the game to use the battle pass, of course. But it really behooves modern or Call of Duty Infinity Ward to really think about what they're doing at this time. I mean, you've got a lot of things that you can do, and then there's going to be a lot of things you can't do. There's going to be a lot of um, there's going to be a lot of people who don't understand that in this modern war zone battle royale, there's a lot of space, and if you take everything, and let me know in the comments down below what y'all think. If you're taking everything from multiplayer and you're putting it in Warzone, um, like rank progression, weapons, what you have unlocked for your weapons, stuff like that, it really it shocks me because it's like, how can you have a rank progression and not have things that, things that you usually do in battle royales. Like, you usually have your own rank in battle royale if you're playing a multiplayer game that is not based on a battle royale game, such as Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4, it literally, it literally had its own mode, Blackout. It was its own mode. It had its own camos. You had own camos for your guns in Blackout that if you didn't have them in Blackout, you didn't have them in multiplayer. You had your own rank in Blackout. It was separate from multiplayer and zombies. So with that being said, you've got a lot of stuff that you can do, but there's also a lot of things that you can't do. If you're already at level 155, which I'm pretty close to 155, so when the Battle Royale drops, I won't be able to level up. I've got damn near every camo available for my guns that I use anyways, and I've got a lot of guns that I don't use, which I won't be using them in the Battle Royale mode either because I just don't like them. I've got some things unlocked for them, but enough to where I could use them if I had to, depending on the looting system. I'm getting a lot of conflicting things when it comes to the looting system. They're saying, we're gonna have custom loadouts, which to me that defeats the purpose of Battle Royale. It really does. It defeats the purpose of Battle Royale if you're gonna be in a Battle Royale and you get to jump out, or you get to jump out and go to a box and then just pick up a loadout already that already has everything on it and everything, which, the plunder system makes sense. If you have that plunder, if you find that plunder, you can go to a certain cache. If you could buy that weapon from your multiplayer loadout, option, yeah, that'd be cool. If you have enough plunder for it, if you want that set up on the gun, to where whatever. But I really hope that they took a few things from Treyarch, and I hope they took a few lessons from Treyarch. I hope they put in, weapons available laying on the ground. I've seen a few gameplays from various streamers. They were able to show certain things. Like, it looked like weapon caches, like the little boxes, and it looked like they were going through them and picking certain things up, certain guns. I don't know if they had attachments on them. I couldn't really tell. It went pretty quick. They showed it pretty fast. It looked a lot like they were just playing co-op to me. That's really what it looked like. Because, anything different from what you see on the standard multiplayer, if you load it up here on this, like Codcaster or whatever, it looks like it could be, if it looks like it could be Battle Royale and it looks different, cool. But, this map is huge, man. It really is. It's huge. It's got decent graphics when you think about the graphics on Ground War. The graphics look pretty decent. It really has a lot of things to it. The Battle Royale does. I've been told all of the things I've heard they have level 1, 2, 3 armor, and then you hear certain people say, oh, well, they've taken the levels of armor out. You can just have plates. So, if everybody's got the same exact armor on, that'll make it pretty cool. But it would be nice to have, protection gear as well, like helmets, back plates, like flank jacket plates for your lower back. That would be pretty cool. Like, if you could get like a flank jacket to put on over top of your armor. Just certain stuff to keep you well protected in certain areas. You know, because it's going to suck to be running through Krovnik farmland if you ain't got a helmet and everybody has the same armor on and you just run around. And you're running around in the Krovnik farmland. And in the Krovnik farmland, you know, you're looking down, aiming down your sights, and somebody from another house or another building just blasts you. You know, if you got a helmet on, I think they should incorporate helmets. You know, yeah, it'd be kind of like PUBG or whatever, but so what? You know, the United States military uses helmets for their soldiers. So, you know, they got helmets, they got different armor. You know, I think keeping the level 1, 2, 3 different armors would have been smart, but from what I'm hearing from certain various streamers, that they've taken it out and they've just given you the ability to use plates, like armor plates, and you can carry up to 3 at a time on your person. You know, and there's one streamer that did go over to the UK and played and said that it's very buggy. The game is the game mode is very buggy. Glitchy graphics sometimes look like they do right now, where it's like 2D flat trash. Very PUBG-like when you start off. And there's 1,000,001 spots where you can just sit and snipe people. Like, you know, if you go down into one of these buildings, it's just like on the Traverse District. You know, you go in, you go upstairs, you go up the little ladder that's right here, and you can go up to the top, you know, up here. Hold on. There we go. You know, you can go up to the top, like right here, and look out and see people. So, like, say you're coming from over there and you got a sniper sitting right here. There's no way you're going to make it across that. Like, you're going to really have to pay attention to what's going on around you. Like, this game is going to take an hour to finish. So with it taking an hour to finish, you know, you got to think, you know, you're going to have to use every bit of cover you can. Because, you know, say you're right here, you know, you're standing by a fence, there's a sniper in that little building where I was just at. You know, all you're going to have is a little piece of wood to protect you from an AX-50, you know. And, like, if you think about it, you know, there's a lot of stuff here, though. There's a lot of places for cover. You know, there's a lot of divots in the ground and stuff like that. Anybody who wants to comment down in the sections below on questions, I just got a comment, as a matter of fact. Really? Yeah, it's hype chat. If you read it, if you read the video, the title of the video, Warzone Modern Warfare hype chat, that's, you know, we're just talking about, sitting around talking about Warzone in the map. This is where the first teaser that we got that let us know on Season 2, this is where it was. This was the view. The view was from up there where I was at earlier. And so people don't read, just click. Oh, I know. They see the word Warzone and they click on it. And it's like they don't read at all. You know, but this was where your video was given to you. This was the camera angle. It's right here. You know, so I mean, we know the Warzone's coming. We know it. Everybody knows. Everybody just wondering when, speculating. If it's the 10th, cool. If it's the 9th, cool. If it's the 12th, cool. As long as it drops sometime soon. Like, that's what I want, is for it to drop soon. You know, I was going over some of the things that were being said, you know, with like the armor deal. Like, that's what I'm really worried about, is armor, because any of these buildings that you get to, you know, if you can get up here like with a helicopter, you could really wreak some havoc on anything and everything around. Like, you know, you'll definitely be able to snipe a lot from just this location. And like I said, this is where this is where we got our Season 2 leaked trailer that Activision or Infinity Ward leaked themselves. Somebody else just commented, it said, but I don't see anything. So I guess maybe they deleted it. Hell, who knows? But yeah, like I said, it's a type chat, man. If you want to talk about Call of Duty, if you want to know anything, if you want to see any certain part of the map, I can show you on here. Because right now this is the best we have. Nobody on YouTube will give you anything any different than what I am. Anything you want, I can give it to you from right here. Everything you see, I can do from any other streamer. And some of these streamers, yeah, they have little insiders, little, gamers that play that, know a little more here and there. They get a little bit earlier information, but I'm gonna give you correct information. I'm not gonna give you leaks. I'm not gonna give you opinions. I'll give you my opinion, and then if you agree with it, cool. If you don't, so be it. But like I said, it really all boils down to, when is it gonna drop? No, nobody knows for a fact. A lot of people know like the 10th is what the main date is. VGC was the first one to confirm that date. They were the first ones to say, hey, this is the time, this is when we think, March 10th release date. So every single YouTube streamer was like, hey, da 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 da. Don't delete it, just saying the Doom releases soon. Do you think that they will overlap marketing? No, what I think they're going to do is I think they're going to drop a trailer with it the day before, either the day before or the day of. Either on Monday they're going to drop a trailer, or they're going to drop like a trailer for the game release, and then they're going to they might drop another trailer just so everybody out there, they'll drop like a not just a trailer on the game, but they'll drop one on YouTube. They'll put one up on Twitch. They'll put one on every social media outlet so everybody knows it's out. That way everybody knows. What I don't understand about this game mode is why they waited until March. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. October 25th is when in the end of October is when Call of Duty usually releases their main titles. Why they would wait 7 and give this game mode only 7 months with as big as it is, I don't know. It kind of makes sense to overlap everything when it comes to multiplayer with your rank progression and things of that nature. What you've gotten done with your guns, all that stuff. So with 7 months, only having 7 months, they didn't want to put everything brand new, to where you wouldn't have time to do everything before the next title drops. I don't think the next Call of Duty is going to focus on Battle Royale. I think they may make one. Treyarch's probably already got a pretty decent one started, with development. But I do not think that I don't think Call of Duty's gonna continue in Battle Royale. I don't. For some people, they're like, oh, Battle Royale's the future, and it's like, it's a fad right now. It's what's happening right now. It's new to players. But once everybody gets used to it, and once the market gets flooded with Battle Royales from other companies as well as Call of Duty, it might become like another rotation deal where like you have a Battle Royale map and you have the availability, but they're going to focus on other things because first-person shooters, are not going to stay well-rounded with maps that are gigantic if everything is still the same. And you go in here and you play for an hour and you might get maybe 1 to maybe 10 kills if you're really gunning and going hard. But like I said, with the marketing deal, I don't think they're gonna market it that much. I mean, the Gaming Revolution, Carbon, Rah, they're all doing the marketing for Activision right now with this game, with Infinity Ward. They're marketing it, and it's not even really marketing it. They're just hyping it and making videos with clips and snips from Spec Ops. That's all these videos that are coming out are all snips from Spec Ops that they've put in, and then they've taken a few little snips from COD casting of their own, and put them on there. You know, and they've done a good job. I will not lie to you; they have done a good job. Hell, they've even taken snips from it, what looks like Escape from Tarkov, and put them on there. You know, so Call of Duty really, I believe, in my opinion, is going to have a lot to deal with when it comes to battle royales. I think it's probably going to be too much for them. Ooh, this would be a beautiful type of thing. Like, and the drift in my left analog stick is astounding. Anyways, you know, but these are just views that you're going to have. I mean, it'll look a lot better once the game mode drops. What a lot of people don't understand is the Battle Royale was planned. It was never planned to be scrapped. It was never, it was always planned to release the way it's released. But the reason why they're taking so long on it, and it's not because they're trolling or anything like that, you know, it's simply because they want this game to be its own mode, but also not to overshadow the hard work that the rest of their development team that works within the multiplayer core put in. Because Infinity Ward's multiplayer, you know, employees, they've been doing it for a very long time. Very long time. You know, and those guys have put in hella hours, you know, creating content for gamers to enjoy. And it's like, okay, well, if a Battle Royale drops at the same time, you know, the game drops. If the Battle Royale drops out with it, and if we make it a free-to-play game mode, you know, who the hell is going to buy the game? You know, everything that's in here is in there, and if we make it free-to-play and we keep them capped, they're only going to buy the game so that they can unlock, so that they can progress in the Battle Royale. You know, that's what they're looking at, because Battle Royale for PlayStation is brand new. It's only a year old. Like, the first Battle Royale for PlayStation, you know, other than PUBG and Fortnite, which who the hell wants to play that? Not me. You know, Battle Royale on a Call of Duty level is brand new. You know, it really is. It's brand spanking new. So, with it being new like that, you know, people want it. They want this game mode because it's something brand new. It's fresh. It's clean. You know, it's fun. You know, you get in there, you get to playing, and you realize you've been playing for like 4, 5, 6 hours, and it's like, wow, it feels like I've only played like 3 or 4 games. Well, yeah, you have, but they're almost an hour long. You know, 25, 30 minutes after, you know, 6, 7 games, shit, you logged 3, 4 hours straight. You know, so on Blackout. You know, so it's like, and it's really fun. It's addicting. It's very addictive. If you like first person shooting and you like big maps and you like fun, you know, then Battle Royale is the way to go. But for those people who are multiplayer hardcore multiplayer guys, you know, most of the multiplayer community is based of people who are older, in my opinion. Yeah, of course everybody has to play multiplayer, but when you think about it on a grand scheme of things, kids nowadays are growing up with like, you know, when I was a teenager, yeah, I had Grand Theft Auto 3. I had Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Vice City. You know, all of those kind of games. But, you know, when Grand Theft Auto 5 dropped, man, all the kids were playing it. You know, and then Black Ops 4 come out, and it was like, you go to Walmart, dude, and it was like, you couldn't get a fucking copy of it because all the kids were buying them. You know, or the kids were getting them for, their parents were getting it for them. You know, so it's like Black Ops 4 was, you had to buy it on a PlayStation console, because if you went to get a disc copy of it, you wouldn't find it in Walmart. Because every teenage kid around here, or younger kid between the ages of like 8 to 15, already bought them all. They were sold out for months up until like after January. You couldn't buy a disc copy for it, so I had to get mine on the PlayStation. But like I say, man, you know, this whole Battle Royale, it's really going to change things. It's going to make things a lot more interesting. There's a lot more players available. Hopefully they do have the assassination contracts. I think that's what the Blood Money deal is. They said that Blood Money is going to be a whole new mode. I don't think it's going to be a whole new mode. I think Blood Money is going to be like your assassination contracts. That's going to be Blood Money. So like when you have the contract, look at the drift on this controller. This is insane. Like it's steadily moving. I'm just amazed by it. That's how much I play this game. My controllers are pretty much fried after about 2 to 3 months of playing with them. I gotta get a new one Sunday. Anyways, but yeah, like you know, blood money. I believe when you think about blood money, you think about when I think blood money, I automatically think Hitman. You know, like the game Hitman Blood Money. You know, when you're talking about blood money, it's killing people for money. So you know, if you get if they're high, I think the people who are going to be in the contracts available are going to be the people with the most what do you call it? The most plunder. The people with the most plunder on the map are definitely going to be marked. You know, however much plunder they have, you know, and hearing that the ATMs are going to be in banks and it's going to make noise when you go in there, it's like, you know, you're going to have buzzards sitting there just waiting to just waiting to drop in and get what you have. You know, I'm doing my best to cover things here in Call of Duty. If you like what you see, hit the like button. You know, hit the subscribe if you want to keep getting content from the channel. You know, I do videos, I do gameplay. You know, I do let's chat talk videos. You know, let's talk about it. You know, the community. You know, being active on YouTube. You know, putting in time with the channel is much appreciated. You know, everybody that's subscribed, thank you. Who has, you know, Matthew Willis, he comes in on the videos. He's very active. I appreciate you, man. If you want to send me a friend request on PlayStation or whatever game system you play with, if you want to send me an Activision friend request, I'll accept it. We can get in some games, man. You know, but like I say, you know, the more people are, you know, actively communicating and getting in and talking about things, the better it's going to be for everybody. You know, if you want to get in on the games with me, you do not have to be a member. All you have to do is send me a friend's request, silence_8489 through Activision, or if you want to send it on the friend's request itself, you can. I appreciate that, Fraser. Like I say, I put in videos of, you know, stuff that, you know, I think people want to see. You know, I know it's boring to sit there and watch actual gameplay all the time. You know, and that's what you see a lot is a bunch of gameplay on some streamers. You know, and a lot of other streamers, you know, they don't allow people unless they're members to play in game with them. You know, I'll stream live. I'm going to be doing a shit ton of live streams when the Battle Royale drops. Y'all want to get in with me? Send me an Activision friends request if you're on PC or Xbox. If you're on PlayStation, send me a PlayStation friends request. You can get in on the games. If you want to get in on the regiment, let me know. I'll send you a regiment invite. You can be a part of my regiment. We do happy hour between 12 and 3 a.m. Anytime between then, because that's usually when my regiment plays the most, is between 12 and 3 a.m. Sometimes we do it at 12, sometimes we do it at 1, 2, 3, so on, yada yada, etc. But I appreciate it, man. And you know, if you like what you see, you know, just hit the like button and, you know, help me out a little bit. And that's all I ask. I don't get paid to do this. I don't want to get paid to do this. I think this is something that you should do for a hobby, not for a job. I understand if you like, you know, making money, doing what you love, do it. But, you know, go to college, get you an education in gaming and art. Go get an art design, you know, degree. You know, create games. You know, work for gaming companies. You know, don't just sit there on your freaking chair at your house, at your mom's house, at your girlfriend's house, whoever's at your grandma's house, Aunt B's house, whatever. You know, don't just sit there in her chair and, you know, try to make money off of people who watch videos. Like, get up and do something with your life. Become somebody. You know, not just, you know, hey, I'm such and such the YouTube streamer, you know. Like, do something with it. I'm on PS4. It's silence underscore 8489. Um, I think the S is capitalized if you want to find it on PS4. So, but yeah, man. Like I said, you don't have to be a member to my channel at all. Period. I don't accept donations. I don't accept money. I do this because I love to play it, and I only do it when I have time to play it. When I'm off in the mornings, and when I'm off in the evenings. I work 4 days a week, so I work 4/12s. So, you know, when I'm off, I have fun. When I'm working, I'm not on, and I'm not on YouTube either. So, you know, but, you know, I'm not taking anything from those streamers who just sit around all day, you know, sweaty as hell, playing the game, and, you know, every single solitary day they wake up and turn on YouTube and that's their life. Hey, if that's your life, fine. So be it. Live it. Live it to the fullest. Have fun with it. You know, don't regret anything. But, you know, when you're 40, 50, 60 years old and you don't have a degree in art and gaming, and you're still sitting there when you're 40, 50 years old and you're crappy as hell having to use modded controllers on video games because you're not fast enough, you know, in your daily routine to keep up with the little kids that are going to be playing this game, you know, and you don't have any 401k, you don't have any retirement, you don't have anything, and you're just sitting there like a lump on a log. Don't say silence didn't tell you so. Take yourself, go to a college, get you a gaming degree, you can do it online. You know, you don't have to go to an actual college. Go to anywhere. You know, you can go to college for it. You know, you can go to college for degrees in art and design, virtual art and design, and then, you know, hell, you can volunteer work at certain video gaming companies just so you can get a, what's it called? Not a volunteer. It's not called a volunteer. It's like a what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? The word I am looking for is, oh my God, I cannot think of the word. What's the word? If anybody knows what the word I'm looking for is, type it down in the comment section below. Oh my God. It's where like you work for them and they don't pay you, but you work and you learn the craft. You know, you go in, basically to me it's volunteering. You can volunteer. And internship. Thank you, Don. Don with the tier 1 million save internship. Yeah, if you intern, you can intern for any company in this world. Like if you apply for an internship and you're going to college for gaming and art and design, like whether it's online or not, most companies will pick you up. Like they may not hire you, you may not get a job there, but you can work there for like 12 months, learn the ins and outs of the business, and be like, yo, you know, I've been, you know, and then go apply after that time. You know, if you don't have any kids and you're just living at home at mom's house and you haven't taken a shower in 2 or 3 days, and, you know, you're streaming Call of Duty and Escape from Tarkov and whatever other video games you play on whatever system you play on, and you've got 5 million subscribers and you have really good, you know, videos because you have the time and what you need, the efforts, and you can save the money because you don't have bills to pay. You know, if you have that kind of time on your hands, go to college. You know, go to school, learn how to create these games, learn how to develop these games. You know, learn how to be a part of the gaming industry other than just as a consumer, because it will make you a lot of money and you will save a lot of time. You know, for not only for yourself, but for, you know, everything you do. Like you'll be ready. You know, like you'll work, you'll have a potential to make a boatload of money. You know, and you'll still get to do what you love. You may not be playing the video game all day. You might not be pretty much what I consider what's called being a video game tester. You know, because that's all we're doing in the end anyways, is we're testing out the content that these video game companies put out. You know, if you don't like it, you don't play it. If you like it, you love it, you play it all the time. But, you know, these guys, they put in a lot of hard work in developing these games, and they make it to where, you know, people like me, people like you, people like any of us who are sitting here watching it, you know, want to play it. They spend the time it takes to look through every single map on Codcaster and see what happens, see what they find. You know, and as far as I know, there's only 2 maps. This one right here. This is the Superstore, Atlas Superstore, and Vacant. That's the only ones that you can load up from and find this map. I don't know of any other ones. I mean, not that you can play in team deathmatch anyways. You know, everything else seems to have, you know, just duplicates of everything around it. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, take it with a grain of salt. Everything that I say, you know, if you like facts and you like factual gaming and you like to see, you know, good gameplay that's, you know, your average everyday player, if you're that kind of player, then hey, my channel's for you. You know, I'm not a berserk kind of player. Like, I don't get 90 kills. I don't get, you know, I don't even really go for kill streaks. I mean, I try to get everything I get with my gun and throwables and stuff like that. You know, but outside of that, you know, you've got players who are really, really good, and, you know, I don't know if they use modded controllers. Does it look like they do? Hell yeah, it does. A lot of them it does. And you know, they might say, oh, well, I've got this controller, I've got this scuff controller, and I don't turn the mods on. Yeah, right. Okay, when I'm watching your streams and you're lasering people, you have absolutely no recoil, and you're directly to headshots on people, like, you know, yeah, I believe you use a modded controller. So, it is what it is. I mean, if you want to use a modded controller, use one. You know, it doesn't hurt my feelings none, but you're not going to catch me using that garbage. Because, you know, with modded controllers comes, you know, the facts and the rumors that are going to go around that you're a modded controller player. And to me, that taints what you are and what you can do. By the way, this is the Karsh River Quarry on the map. The graphics look terrible. That's simply because this, like I said, this was put on here with the last big, huge update that we had. When it took my PlayStation like 3.5, 4 hours to download it, because nobody was showing these views and these codcasting views until that happened. And then I went into codcasting and looked for myself. But like I said, this is just a rough paste, a rough copy. You know, they're going to go in and they're going to detail the art and they're going to put everything together, but they got to do it all together. Like, they're not going to put little things one by one on here completely done, unless it's the map that you actually upload from on here. But Karsh River Quarry's over here, you know, and then you've got downtown area, you know, right there. I'm actually going to go, I've spent enough time in the northern side of the map. I'm actually going to go to, Vacant. But everything you see on all these other big time streamers, channels, you know, I can bring up every bit of it. You know, they try to use big words like data mining and in the game files and all this. And yeah, they can get on a computer and they can look in game files and stuff like that. They can hack into the files of a game. But, you know, once again, Don Frazier, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you, man. I really do. It is well appreciated. But anyways. What if 303 means Season 3 Update 3? I don't believe that at all whatsoever. If it was going to be, why would they, I mean, my opinion, I mean, I understand that opinion, and I can accept it as I can validate your opinion. You know, I can see why people would think 303, you know, but the thing with that is if you're going to put a battle royale out with 200 people and all of these daily challenges and all these things to do, why would you do it with, like, what? When is Season 3 dropping? In a month or so? So, you would give yourself like 5 months to play the game. It would be the biggest battle royale for PlayStation console would only have a 5 month life cycle. Like that to me makes no sense. Like to me, dropping it in March doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why they didn't do it in January. I mean, I understand the bugs because, like I said, there was a streamer that I have not spoken to on the phone or best friends with or anything like that, but it is a streamer that I talk to during their streams, and I'm like, hey, you know, I know you signed a disclaimer to confidential informant or DCI, so you can't really say much about it, but I know you went over to the UK. I know you've played the game. What do you like about it the most? And, this person's like, hey, look, it is very buggy. The graphics are kind of shitty when you first drop in. And the reason being is because it's such a massive file. Like, it's such a massive file that the computer has to read. Your hard drive is like having to work overtime. I'm hoping to jump on tonight around midnight after work. It's 12:23 here. I'm in. Yeah, it's 12:23 here as well. I'm in North Carolina. Things that Warzone will be a big project to carry over to Xbox Series X as a tag along with Call of Duty 2020. I don't believe it's gonna go. I mean, like I said, once again, I'll validate your opinion, Anthony. I appreciate your opinion. But I don't. I think Call of Duty 2020 is going to be a Black Ops reboot. I think they've already started working on that Battle Royale. I think Infinity Ward dropped the ball in a lot of places with the Battle Royale for this game. They dropped the ball a lot. They had a very beautiful setup like what we're looking at now. This is what they created in the beginning. This is what they started with. And then they fell apart. If you noticed, a lot of the Infinity Ward developers have lost their jobs this year. There's been a few of them. Hell, even Treyarch, they're the lead designer for the zombies on Black Ops is gone. He's quit. So and it has a lot to do with the battle royale. They're not going to focus on zombies as much anymore. They're not going to focus on multiplayer as much anymore. It's going to be Battle Royale is going to be the meat and potatoes of the plate. Hey, yeah, man, I appreciate it. If you turn notifications on, you'll know anytime I'm streaming. Like I say, I'll bring you facts. And if I do take opinions or give opinions, it's going to be opinions that are validated and would make the most sense, in my opinion. I also give a little bit of gameplay here and there, a little bit of tips. I will be streaming during the Battle Royale. If you want to get in with me, you do not have to be a member. I do not accept donations. All you got to do is send me a friend's request, whether you're on PC, whether you're on Xbox, whether you're on PlayStation, however, whether it's Activision or PlayStation. Just search my name, same as my YouTube name, silence_8489. Send me a friend's request. I'll add you. You can get in on the streams. Hey, if you die, you die. If you live, you live. If I die, I die. If I live, I live. I mean, nobody's perfect. I don't expect to, go into this battle royale and get, 25, 30 kills. I really don't. If people do that, to me, I think that they are going hard as hell. So. Echo 135. All right, bro. I'll definitely check that out. Actually, I'm gonna back out to my. It doesn't tell me that it must have just been sent through. It didn't come through on my PlayStation dashboard. So, but yeah, man. Like I said, I think the average kill rate probably is gonna be between 1 and 10 for this battle royale for average players, like such as myself. 1 and 10, and 10 will be a damn good game. But like I said, to answer your question about the Call of Duty 2020, I think Treyarch's not gonna do a Modern Warfare spin or anything. I don't think this Battle Royale is gonna stick around any longer than Black Ops 4 did, the Blackout. I think that it will fade just like all the rest of the games do, because games have life cycles. People want new, people want different. You know, I think they done what they're doing with this, releasing it late into March, so that the Black Ops 5 game that comes out in 2020, I think they want to have a little extra time. So I think they're delaying this one due to bugs and various other instances. But I think they also do it because they knew they were going to need more time. Because getting into these big developments, Activision, Infinity Ward, Treyarch, you know, they didn't know what they were getting themselves into. I mean, yeah, they got into the 100 player, but when you get onto the 200 player and you get into these big maps, it takes a lot to develop them. It takes a lot of skill, it takes a lot of time, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. And, you know, for them to do that for a game that's only going to have a 12-month life cycle, you know, they're gonna have to beef up their employment. You know, they're gonna have to go out, and that's why I said, you know, right now is a beautiful time to be going to school for gaming art. You know, being a designer. You know, interning with a company, and you know, giving them your time so you can learn valuable things to be a successful game art designer. Video game art and design, you know, you can do it online. You don't have to go to any real college, like walk or ride a bus or a car or whatever to the actual college. Like, you know, you can do these things, you know, however, whenever, why ever. You know, you don't have to, you can do it from the comfort of your own home. So that's why I said earlier, you know, for some of these streamers out here that's all they do every single solitary day in, day out. You know, I'm not telling them what to do, but I am saying, hey, you know, it would behoove you to do something other than just sit here and play a video game all day, because there's going to come a time when, you know, you have to have a plan B, you know, and if you don't have a kid or you don't have any, you know, bills, if you live with mom or you live with girlfriend or you live with grandparents or whoever, you know, however it is, you know, don't just depend on your viewers to be your bread and butter. Be your own bread and butter. You know, that's how I look at it. You know, do what you got to do to make money, you know, and if that's, you know, promoting yourself, well, hey, look, you know what would be awesome would be, you know, to say, hey, look, I'm going to school for this kind of stuff, because you never know who's watching your streams, you know, and if you're promoting the fact that you're taking classes for game art and design, and you're interning for certain big companies, whether it be for PUBG, Fortnite, any of the developers there, Call of Duty, you know, whatever. If you're interning for these companies, you know, these companies are going to see that you're actually into what they have to offer and what they're offering for a job title, and they might find you as a very, you know, very strong-willed person who knows what they want to do, and they see you're good at these games, and you're good at marketing for these games, and if you also can design them as well, like, you'd be a total package. So, you know, it just, to me, it makes more sense to have a plan B as well, you know. And then people are like, oh, well, what are you doing? Well, I'm working in manufacturing. You know, that's what I do. I build things with my hands. You know, I would love to fucking go work for Sony, but I don't want to get corona, so I don't want to go work in China. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. You know, and they say, oh, well, you can't say corona or YouTube will strike your videos, or they'll, you know, they'll let the dogs out on you, but I really don't care. Like, you know, if you have, you know, delays on PlayStation 5s and delays on, you know, things like game awards or anything like that, like any type of anything that has to do with anything, like if you have delays on shows or delays with stuff being delivered because it's too dangerous for the people who you are you know, transporting for, you know, that kind of stuff is dangerous. Like, corona is a very dangerous deal. Like, people are downplaying it and, oh, it's no different than this and that and such, But to me, dude, like, you know, Corona's dangerous. Like, I look at it like it's very dangerous. Um, people talk about, oh, you can't find the number 10 anywhere in Modern Warfare. Well, there it is right there. It's all over these boxes. It's in the library also at, what do you call it? Piccadilly, in the library by the thing in Piccadilly. See, people didn't think about that, did they? And I bet you nobody ever showed you that. March 1st through the 15th, April 16th through the 30th, March 1st through the 15th, May 16th through the 31st. Y'all have seen this anywhere, let me know down in the comments below. I've got a very bad drift on my controller right now, because I play with it a lot. But yeah. If you've seen those dates, screenshot them. If you're a streamer yourself, put it on YouTube. Be like, well, what about March 1st through the 15th? Or what about April 16th through the 30th? Or what about May 1st through the 15th? Or May 16th through the 31st? Like, what are those? Are those, season reveals of like when special stuff's supposed to happen? Like really, like, people don't think about this kind of stuff, man. Like, people don't think, hey, this might have this in it or that in it or whatever the case may be. Like, it is what it is. Like, they don't think about this stuff. They just think, oh, well, this one leak. What is that a picture of? Oh, that looks like Krovnik farmland. Yeah, that's exactly what that looks like. Just textures. Just textures. Well, those look like dates to me, my dude. In that box right there, those look like dates. Those look like March 1st through the 15th, April 16th through the 30th, May 1st through the 15th, and May 16th through the 31st. That's what I see. If I can get a little closer, I will. I got a bad drift on my controller, so yeah, those are dates, my dude. Yeah, those are definitely dates, my guy. God, this drift is amazing. Activision needs to stop rushing Call of Duty, stop trying to put a new title out every year. Make it once every 2 so the games aren't so buggy and glitchy. Hey! Don Fraser with the atom bomb, dude. Call of Duty, Activision, period, needs to implement that. Activision really needs to work on that. Activision really needs to, show what they have and do marketing for it and stop being so cheap. There are textures, things that are placed using UV. They could mean something, but I'm very doubtful. I don't even know what this person, Smiler, is talking about. I see dates in a box, and he's saying that they are pings that are placed using UV, but like, bro, I don't know. Dawn, are you seeing something any different than what I'm seeing? Like, are you seeing dates from March, April, May, and May in this box? Like, my Dajim drift is crazy, but look at those. Look at that box. Like, are you seeing the same thing I'm seeing? I mean, I stream in the highest resolution I can, but yeah, I'm not seeing pings and UV. But like I said, March. It's funny how March, April, and May are all dated in here. There are dates, yes, but they are there for detail. Well, I understand they're there for detail. Everything's here for detail. I mean, this spray paint's here for detail. These pictures on the walls are here for detail. This is here for details to make it look as most realistic as possible. But it's funny how the first date in the box is March 1st through the 15th. And I'm sitting here on the Battle Royale map right now, in Vacant, which was a new map released in the beginning of the year, and that is still sitting here. Like that just, it just looks kind of, you know, suspicious. You know, hey, what does this date mean? You know, I mean, I've looked at this stuff and I've looked at this stuff, and you know, I've never. You know, those are dates that are circled, but can't really read them. They're too small. Now something like that, if it was like a date, but it didn't really have, you know, anything, it just had a circle around it, kind of like on the calendars. You know, that to me would be like, okay, yeah, I can see that. You know, I can definitely see that. Um, you know, but I'm just trying to read little things. I've got a drift, dude, that is unreal. I did this weekend. I'm not doing this. But like I said, you know, I think a lot of things are done for a reason. You know, things are left there for a reason. I'm not calling it the biggest Easter egg of Call of Duty. I'm not saying that, you know, I found something that nobody else has found and I should be blown up on YouTube. You know, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you know, this is the same exact box and it does not have those same dates in it at all, period. You know what I mean? So, you know, with this box here, it's the same exact box as this over here, except for this box, this is the back of it, the same exact way. You know, but these dates are there. And, God, it's so annoying to drift. March 1st through the 15th is the first thing you see. You know, that's the first file that sticks out that would catch somebody's attention. So, I mean, if you turn around and you look at the box the same way, ooh, it is the same. Yep, dates are the same. Okay, yeah, so there's two of them. So they say if you find it in threes, then it means something. You know, but whatever. I'm not going to go off of that. I'm not going to go off of that hype because we've done that before. And, hey, there's a phone book. Hey. I wish they had a real phone number on it. That'd be awesome. I'd call it and be like, yo, where's my Battle Royale? Mudaspunt. See, like that right there is definitely decoration game art. Like that's just to make that box look legit, like it's really a box in a warehouse. But I've looked at everything on here, man. Like I've sat here and looked 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 and looked. Didn't see nothing any different. You know, so but like the whole 303 deal, you know, it's like, what about it? You know, people think, oh, well, what if it's the third season 3, whatever. You know, it's like, okay, well, you know, you can say that, or then you can say, you know, you can say a lot of things. Like I could say that box that I found. You know, I could say, hey, this box means something. It's the 1st of March. You know, so first 2 weeks of March is going to be when everybody's going to wig out about the Battle Royale. You know, but now knowing what I know, this looks interesting. Same thing that's in the Piccadilly Library, on the desk in the Piccadilly Library. No different. It's things like that if you find it in multiple areas, then it doesn't mean anything. And that's what I understand what you were saying, Smiler. But, you know, I don't see that date anywhere else. Oop. Drift. Budget. Does that say handbag ideas? Handbags ideas. Oh, so this is where they make all those fake damn DG and what do you call them? Michael Kors handbags. They are just game assets. They wouldn't put the drop date inside of the Warzone map, and that box is not head height, so the character won't even see it. and could only be found by free camp. Well, yeah, I mean, I know that. That's why I'm sitting here doing this. I mean, I'm just going around. I'm not saying they're dropping dates. I'm just saying that they're dropping dates of points of interest. You know what I mean? Piccadilly, enemies at the bus. Okay, what set of buses? They're everywhere. I don't know. I mean, you hear that all the time. Hey, enemies at the bus. And it's like, yeah. People always try to say, oh, they're over here, they're at this, they're at that. And it's like, there's so many things that are similar on games, you know. Hey, let's see what kind of soda they have. Oh, it's Russian. Too bad I can't read Russian. We got cheddar cheese crackers. They've got peanut butter crackers. Anybody hungry? You want something? I'll definitely swipe my debit card on this old school ass damn machine that never came out with cards in it. Yeah, come on. There's none in there. Where's all that noise coming from? Hey, the gas masks. This might be a leak for you. You might find your gas mask at vacant. You just might find your gas mask you need at vacant. What do y'all think about that? Do you think one in the chat lobby, in the chat, if you think your gas mask will be here, so you can pick a gas mask up. Two, if you don't think they're going to be here. Because that's exactly what that is. That is a respirator. Ooh, did y'all see that rat? Radioactive. So this seems to be something that is very not cool. Seems like it'd be something that would be very dangerous. Radioactive. One for good possibility. Oh, I guarantee it, dude. I've never seen those there in game. Like when we're playing here on vacant in multiplayer, or if you're playing Port of Venursk, these are not here in Port of Venursk. These are not here in multiplayer either. I do not believe. I don't remember seeing them. So that might be. Just take that down as a you know, a note. Jot that down. You might find your gas mask there. Which I think with them dropping the WMD bundle with Minotaur, I don't think you should have to have one. I think you should have a gas mask preset. Like I paid, you know, I paid $16 for a character with a gas mask on it. That gas mask better damn well work. That says 1 p.m. for damn sure. It looks like that says 1 p.m. That looks like it says 1 p.m. to me. Oh yeah, that's when they drop stuff. Ooh, that's a pretty picture. That's a door. Hey, there's the number 3. Once again, the number 3. 3-3. Once again. 3-3. They like the number 3 in this game. I do know that. B320. They love. 6-eye stacking only for all you Crips out there. Just kidding, man. Looks like the Crips have already been here. The Compton boys. Looks like it looks like the Russians have Crips. No. One for good possibility. Seems like a lot of people have left, but I don't care. Like I say, I'm here just to chat it up, talk, have a good time. Ooh, this is radioactive. Whatever. There's nothing in here, damn it. Anybody need a propane tank? I have yet to see a 303 on any of these boxes. Like, people say they see them on all the boxes in Modern Warfare. I don't see them anywhere. Like, I see them on sometimes. Like, I've seen people put them on their streams, but... Ooh, I bet you this is fertilizer. Oh yeah, definitely fertilizer. So they make they make bombs here, that's for sure. Vacant definitely makes bombs. But yeah. It says they should release it for Modern Warfare owners for a week, see how the servers run, then do full launch. Modern Warfare 3 launch servers were overloaded and shut down. Oh yeah. Dude, Black Ops 4 Battle Royale, dude. Blackout. That thing was so buggy when I first got it, dude. Like, anytime I try to join on anybody, like, it wouldn't let me. Like, it freaking basically was like, cannot join. It would tell me I couldn't join it. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, why not? Why can't I join? Like, what the hell did I ever do to you? You know, like, it was buggy. You know, and for that, with that being said, you know, ooh, look at that car. That is pretty. Looks like a Lexus, almost. Kind of like a Volkswagen too in the rear end of it. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Oh, that would be so sweet if you can drive these cars in Battle Royale. That would be dupe. That would be so dupe. Always getting kicked from lobbies. Oh yeah, dude, I was getting kicked every freaking, seemed like every hour I'd get kicked from a lobby. And that's just with 100 players, dude. 200 people, like, whoa. Somebody left a toilet running, and they haven't cleaned this thing in years. Like, come on, man. Like, get some bleach. Clean this. This is dirty. I wouldn't want to wash my hands here. I wouldn't want to work here. It's a very dirty place. Okay, there we go. There's a calendar. And see, those are the dates that I seen in that box. Like, if you think about it, say, you know, if this is, those look like dates that I seen in that box. Like, look at this box. Like, I'm actually gonna go look at that. I'm gonna go look at what the April, May. I'm gonna look at what April is right quick. I will answer questions here in 1 second. Alright, calendar. April 16th is on a Thursday, so let's go look at that. Let's do some calendar search. Oh, April 16th is on a Thursday, and that 16th is on a Wednesday. So let's see. What's the next one? Is it May? I think it's May. I think May's in there. Yeah, May's in there. May's in there from the 16th to the 31st. So May is in there. So let's look at May. See if May matches this calendar. April, May. Nope, because May 16th is on a Saturday. Yeah, so this calendar doesn't match any of those dates. Let's check September. Now this does match a September calendar. So, yeah, because the 30th is on a Wednesday. So this is September's calendar. So this could be very cryptic for all of you Call of Duty conspiracy theorists. This definitely matches, because Tuesday's the 1st, Wednesday's the 2nd, Thursday is the 3rd, Friday's the 4th, and Saturday's the 5th. And that's the only month. No, I take that back. December does as well. December matches this. But the new game will be out by then, so. Yep, September does. Yeah, between now and then, the only month between now and the next release would be September, so. September 15th is on a Tuesday with a big smiley face on it. So that's got to be an update day, a big update day. So September 15th, I'm definitely going to be looking for a big update day. I think these boxes, I think the dates in this box over here are going to be like dates that they're going to be looking for what kind of, these are the important months for them, I guess. These are the months that are going to be important. I do solely believe that, but I think something big is going to happen on September 15th, because that's the date right there. That's September 15th with a big old smiley face on it. And the green dots, the yellow dots, you know, that could be anything, but you know, September 15th with a smiley face. I'm guessing maybe a trailer for the new launch might be what that is. The new launch title. I think that might be what it is. I'm not sure, but it's a possibility. I think that a lot of the Call of Duty live action trailer leaked from the Gaming Revolution just now, so he might have something on there you might want to go see, but I'm probably going to check it out here in a minute, because I'm probably going to wrap this video up here in a second. If you like what you've seen, smash the like, smash the subscribe. You know, I'm just here to cover things. And like I say, September 15th, that's got to be something big, though. That really does. I think September 15th is going to be the trailer day for the new release. Whatever the new game is, it's going to be confirmed September 15th of what it's going to be. That to me would be the only logical explanation for the September 15th calendar to be here. But yeah, like I said, and I found some dates over there in that box. You know, whether they mean something or not, who knows. But I think those are important dates for this game to succeed. Those are going to be the days that they're really focusing on what gets sold, stuff like that. You know, but like I said, this is where we're going to be, hopefully, March 10th. If you love that idea, smash that like button as hard as you can. March 10th, that's when we are going to be looking at an airplane with us in it, jumping out, and hopefully getting some dubs. So, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope you all enjoyed the chat. I enjoyed the chat with y'all. Keep on liking, keep on subbing. Like I said, you don't have to be a member to play in-game. Just send me a friend request, either through Activision if you're not on Sony. If you're on Sony, silence_8489. I think it's got a capital S. I'm pretty sure it does. But if not, just silence_8489. Silence_8489. Send me a friend's request. When the Battle Royale drops live, I will be streaming, and you're more than welcome to get on my live stream with me. Hit your boy up. Silence out.